Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are working on the full deck challenge hosted by Shanuki Art. And today's prompt is junk. 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 Ooh, it'll be our first J in our Rolodex. So yay. Okay. So I recruited Mark's help for junk. And I was stumped. I was like, what am I going to do? I really didn't know. So between the two of us, I have a pile here. A book that came for a tractor that he was throwing to recycle. And I was like, I can use it. I emptied an onion bag when I was making lunch today. So we have this we can use. I also emptied a bread bag. A potato bag. It had a tab off of a can. And he went in the basement and found me this little hanger thingy. And it's got some like cool design on it. So he actually said, hey, maybe you can like use that as a stencil or spray through it or something. And I was like, look at you thinking about ways to use it. And I have a plastic bag because we went to the store. So what I'm thinking is we need a background. And I'm trying to think of what I want to use. If I want to use paint, not spaint, paint, or sprays, but I think I'm going to do paint. And I think I'm going to do just like a basic background and then see where we go from there. Let's see. I just got these at clearance at Joann the other day, or whatever. The Joann in Erie has like not really any good things that they've got left in there. I've tried to go to a couple Joann's to get some of the stuff with them closing out, and haven't had great luck. So has anybody had really good? I know a couple of people have had really good luck. Like I have a friend in Alabama, and she went, and she was like, I didn't pay more than $6 for anything, and I was like, lucky you. I cannot get this open. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all your continued support. It has been amazing. You guys, I'm so excited. The channel is just growing and growing and growing. And I mean, I'm not one of those channels that has grown by leaps and bounds in a short amount of time. I'm thinking that slow and steady is going to win the race for me. Hey, you stop that. The cat is crazy today. Cray cray. Okay. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Maybe. But I think we're going to do. Hey, that's a cool piece. So Mark and I were debating, like, does junk mean like garbage? What are you doing? I'm telling you, she's crazy. Like, what is the definition of junk? And he goes, well, why don't you Google it? And I'm like, I'm not looking up the definition of junk. But in all fairness, I think I probably could have. So, shook those up. Shook them up. And then what we have here, I'm just going to do, I don't know. I'm just going to tear a piece of this. And why am I reading it? I literally just want the text. I don't care. She got some new toys today. Got her some, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I'll try to remember to insert the picture of what we got her. We physically went in Walmart today because I needed a new hairbrush. And Mark had to go take a battery back for like the core charge on a battery. So obviously can't do that through like grocery delivery or whatever. What am I doing? Stop that. Anyway, and that's fine. Just do it. Anyway, so I was in the cat section and I just wanted to get her a new toy. And because I read that if you keep them with new toys, they are more playful because they get bored with the same toys. And she is so playful. And so I definitely want to encourage that behavior with her. And sorry if that was loud. Anyway, and so I got her this cute little raccoon and squirrel stuffed catnip toy thing. Anyway, they're adorable. And so I got them out of the package and I like tossed them to her and she went crazy for them. Like super crazy. Like I don't give her like catnip and stuff like that as a rule. I mean, I have some spray that I've sprayed on some stuff for her, but like the dried catnip, I don't have any of that in the for her. And anyway, so she just went bonkers. It was so stinking cute. And if you guys don't know, maybe you're new and you haven't seen a video with Miss Chloe in it. She's my cute little fluffy bum who makes periodic appearances in my videos. And I love it. But she's super playful. Super playful. All right. So I'm going to let that dry while we work on the rest of this and see what we come up with. I don't know how that this would be a very long make if I don't overthink everything. That would be great. It's later in the day and I'm kind of in a food coma. I made some, like my version of like ham and au gratin potatoes and oh, so yummy, and a salad. And so now I just really want to take a nap. Okay. I think I want to put a little gesso and knock that. Hey, don't eat my strings. Just chewing on the strings in my apron. Just going to do a little gesso on that and knock some of that text back. Just a little. Bloop. That was more than I needed. Ew, that's crazy. Can you guys see the top of that? It's like all clogged. Oh, goodness. So I was watching somebody's channel this morning. I was trying to get caught up on the ABC prompts. I realized I missed a lot of the G videos. So if you are a G video person that I missed, please let me know. I watched a couple of them this morning, not realizing that I still had two that I hadn't watched, but I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't think I saw this person's make, and I don't think I saw that person's make. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't watch them. I felt really bad. So again, if you're one of the people that are doing the ABC challenge and you have content, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube, or even if you have posted in the Facebook group and I haven't seen it, please let me know because I want to see those. It's important for you and for me. Well, I assume it's important for you. I mean, you're taking the time to do the challenge, right? I probably should not have done that with those tweezers. Oh my gosh, I am such a mess. Okay, anyway. So yeah, let me know. So I was like, I don't know. I put the hashtag in to see if it would work because I know my channel is small and it does, because it's small and because the hashtag itself isn't a huge, it's not like it's a viral hashtag or anything. So I do have to like scroll to find stuff. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I missed these. And I felt really bad. Felt very bad. So anyway, all right, I'm going to dry this really quickly. Okay, so fun fact. This is what the plastic bag does when you heat it with the heat tool. So that was kind of interesting. So what we're going to do is pick a color. And I think I'm going to do green first. And we're just going to put a little bit on our yep, glass mat. Thank you. And I'm going to just use my junk bag and use it as a mark making thing. Ugh. Well, I'm getting some paint transfer, but not a lot. So, did it go down in the grooves? It's all right. It's all about playing. All about playing. Okay. Haha, now we're getting some more color. Okay. So we'll dry the green. I'll do the same thing. This one is peeled paint, and this one is crackling campfire. So I'm going to dry the peeled paint. I'm going to do the same thing with the crackling campfire. See where that leaves us. Oh, and I want to get out my black paint marker, acrylic marker, because I want to use our thingy to do some mark making. So I was working on composition and trying to figure out what I was going to use for a ticket and what I wanted to use as my pull forward from last week, which I didn't leave myself very many options for pull forward from last week. And hopefully that's showing, yeah, the glossy accents, how it dried on there. It just really brought her to life. Super happy with that decision that I made. And I dug in my little Jumbly Dolls bin and found a couple leftover hexagons that I had not used on that card. And but color is a problem because I'm trying to stay in the color family that matches this background. This number is rose gold and I don't like it as part of the ticket. So I am going to go back to one of these tickets, I think. I'm just struggling with a color that I like, and so I think that'll be fine because it's really just more of the background. I have this stamp. It's a German stamp and I just love it. And our little hexie here from last week, I'm going to put on here. Actually, I think, no, I'm not going to staple it yet. Yes, I am. I'm just going to center this in here and then I'm going to staple it or center it as best as I can and use my tiny attacher just for some textural interest on this. If I can hold it and get it on there like I want it. It's crooked. It's okay. It's just there. Okay. So that's that. And then I'm going to put this postage stamp on there. And I was going to run some stitching up through here, and I kind of feel like it needs more, but I don't really want to take away from this background too much. I really think that the background is fun and I really like it. And I like that I made it out of just, whatever. But, okay, so then that's going to go on there like that. I'm going to have to trim my onion bag, but I really like my colors and I want those keyholes, for lack of a better word, to show. And I'm not sure what I want to do with this. And I guess I'm having a hard time with this prompt because it's just junk. Like, hi. You know what I mean? Oh, I could put that on there. And put that on there. Now that's kind of fun. So maybe I'll do something like that. Oh, I've got to be careful with where that lays. Am I mumbling? Sorry. Okay, I think this is one of those times that we go, is it my favorite card? No. But did I meet the challenge? Yes. I used junk. So I used the junk uh, support piece, the metal piece to use as a stencil. I used the onion bag as, a background. I used the tag for the numbers here. I melted the red plastic. I decided to use the tab and make almost like a little bow. I did make a bow, but I couldn't make it work. And then I was, I wasn't making it work. And then I wanted to stitch that down because the plastic is not wanting to stay. I used tacky glue. It's going to take a while to dry. So I did put a little staple in there. So that's this week. This is week number 18, junk. So hopefully next week's prompt will be, I like the challenge. So I don't want to say I want it to be less challenging. I think I would like to more use the word that I hope next week's prompt is more appealing, I think I would say. And that's no disrespect at all because I can't imagine how hard it would be to come up with 52 prompts, and this is the third year So that's what 104 and 52 is 156. Oh my gosh, Jody. Anyway, so I gotta cut my threads. Anyway, stop saying anyway. I do like this challenge, and I like the point of the challenge, and it's so funny because on the ABC JLC, Belle's like, well, you focus on one prompt and then go from there. Well, I only had one prompt this week, so junk it is. I have to cut that off. It doesn't. I can't have all that hanging off that side, and I knew I couldn't when I did it. So I'll just get this torn off there. Ooh. Hopefully my stitches are going to hold now. I left a little bit, so it should be okay. All right, so that's week 18. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And for those of you who are faithful commenters, thank you so much. I really love the feedback. And I'll be curious to see what you guys are going to do with junk. So please do share in the Facebook group your makes with this prompt. I want to see what other fantastic ideas are out there and what you guys come up with. So I'll see you in the next video.